With the signing of Milos Kerkez, we will soon see another Hungarian player wearing Liverpool red on our TV screens. The Hungarian-Serbian dual citizen has joined the team of his best friend, Dominik Szoboszlai. But few know how difficult the road was for the young left-back to reach Anfield. Behavioral issues, dismissals, and obstacles all stood in his way. In this video, we'll walk through a story that ultimately ends in a true football fairy tale. It all began in Vrbas, Serbia, Milos Kerkez's hometown. Near the city of Subotica, Milos was introduced to the basics of football. He then joined Hajduk Kula, a Serbian first division at the time, where he played until the age of 11. Kerkez grew up in difficult circumstances, and from a young age, football was the only thing that truly mattered to him. "I used to play for hours in the backyard with my brothers. It was hard to get us inside for dinner. Always full of energy, Milos was never the most obedient child. Yet his talent quickly became clear at the academy, and at just 14, he impressed at a trial and was selected to move to Vienna. Out of hundreds of youngsters, only 2 made it, and Milos was one of them. He spent 5 years at the Ostrina Rapid Wien Academy, but during this time, Kerkez faced several disciplinary issues. Despite his talent, the club eventually released him in 2019. In other words, they gave up on him due to behavioral concerns. He then moved to the Hungarian team Győr ETO, where he spent only 2 years, but it became one of the most important periods of his life. Back then, Daniel Kaposi, scout for Rapid Wien and a football agent, told me Milos had been released due to behavioral problems and asked if we would take a look at him at ETO. He was 15, and from the first few touches, it was clear this kid was a genius. But transferring wasn't simple. According to FIFA rules, players under 16 can only move to clubs within 50 kilometers of their residence. So Milos briefly returned to Serbia, then, through the help of another Hungarian club, Hódmezővár Szarhely, he transferred to Hungary and moved to the city of Győr with his mother. However, he continued to have disciplinary issues, on the pitch and at the college, breaking rules, rough tackles at training, and more. Still, Győr refused to give up on him. Coaches and staff gave him personal attention because they knew his talent and desire to win set him apart from the rest. In the summer of 2020, we promoted him to the first team. He had so much drive that he would slide in with 2 feet during training, something older players didn't take lightly. Eventually, they took him under their wing to keep him safe from trouble. On August 23, 2020, Milos made his debut in Hungary's second division against Dorog. He adapted quickly to senior football, even if he sometimes got sent off after just 30 minutes. Győr became a turning point in his life. It was here that he first played as a left-back, a role he'd later call his best position. At first, I was annoyed about being pushed to defense. I loved playing midfield, but once I started playing left-back, people said I had all the qualities needed. Eventually, I saw it too. This was my best role. Milos says he grew both technically and personally in Hungary, and it was here that he made the decision to represent the Hungarian national team, saying he owes his career to this country. We had already discussed it as a family. I made it clear I wanted to represent Hungary, and I won't lie. This decision was largely thanks to my time at ETO. I became a better footballer and a more mature person. He wasn't just talented, he was obsessed. He'd sneak weights into his backpack and run laps around the pitch at night, a work ethic that's incredibly rare in football. Eventually, someone took notice. And not just anyone, Paolo Maldini, technical director of AC Milan. 2 days before the transfer window closed, Maldini called. He said he wanted to meet me and my father. When someone like Maldini calls, you don't think twice. Though Milos initially wanted to stay in Győr to develop physically, the legendary defender convinced him. It was a huge opportunity. Maldini himself wanted Milos. He told us there was no one at Milan's academy with his qualities in that position. So in 2021, Kerkez joined Milan's youth academy, playing 13 matches in the spring and training with the first team the next season. He trained alongside stars like Ibrahimovic and Theo Hernandez. Despite playing in the Youth Champions League and some senior friendlies, he didn't get consistent first-team opportunities, so he made the bold move to leave. In January 2022, AZ Alkmaar signed him for €2 million. At first, he struggled. His tackles were so intense that teammates needed medical treatment, but the coach saw his potential, restricted his tackling in training, and began to refine his play. Kerkez played almost the entire season as a starter, impressing with goals and assists from left-back. His performances landed him on the Golden Boy shortlist, the mini Ballon d'Or for young talents. Not long after, he received his first call-up to the Hungarian senior national team, where he quickly became a key player. His international performances caught the eye of Europe's elite. Real Madrid, Manchester City, and Liverpool were all interested. Ultimately, Bournemouth won the race. Over 2 seasons, he became one of the Premier League's standout young fullbacks, scoring, assisting, and defending with relentless intensity. His physical attributes, left-footed, fast, and built like a tank, made him irreplaceable. Naturally, bigger clubs returned for him. And while multiple giants wanted him, Kerkez made it clear he wanted Liverpool. Why? Because their system fits him perfectly, and his friendship with Szoboszlai probably played a major role as well. And that's the story of Milos Kerkez, a once hot-headed teenager who now stands at the gates of football's elite. According to Transfermarkt, he's the second most valuable Hungarian footballer after Szoboszlai. We're excited to see what chemistry the two Hungarians will show in Liverpool's colours. And let's not forget, new Liverpool coach Arne Slot knows Kerkez well from the Dutch league. He knew exactly what kind of player he was signing. Moreover, with Trent Alexander-Arnold's departure and the uncertainty around Robertson's future and aging, the team is in great need of a warrior-like defender who can also contribute in attack. And Milos will likely play a very, very important role in the squad next season. And he's exactly the kind of player who won't be held back by the pressure. In fact, it will only make him better. Was signing Milos Kerkez a smart move by Liverpool? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us reach our goal, 100,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching.